everybody. Good to see everybody today. I'm Miss Juliette and this is
Miss Rochelle.
And we're at the Spring Valley Library. Today we're going to show you how to make a really funny craft slash scary craft. And it is a straw claw or a claw of straws.
Oh.
And so,
I think this is going to be so much fun.
I think it's going to be hilarious. So
Yes.
Stick around and we'll show you how to make it step by step.
All right, guys. So we're going to start today by showing you all of the supplies that you're going to need for this particular craft. So you're going to need 5 straws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5. Okay.
All right.
And then you're going to actually need some sort of a marker. A Sharpie will work really, really well. Okay.
And you're going to need a pair of scissors.
Ooh, but
Yes.
we have to be pretty careful with
We
these,
do.
though.
We do have to be careful with the scissors.
And maybe ask for our parents' help.
Yes, that's
Okay.
a good idea. Yes.
These are pretty pointy.
They are pointy.
Be
Careful.
very careful.
Be careful.
Got it.
All right, then we're going to need 5 pieces of yarn or some sort of string. Yarn tends to work best.
Okay. And we have a handy dandy pipe cleaner here, and we're going to use this to help us push that yarn through our straw. You don't have to have it, it will just make your life easier.
And then our last item that we need is going to be some sort of tape. We have 5 pieces cut out here already, but we are going to need extra, so I have some extra for later on. So we have all that, and those are all of the supplies that you're going to need today. Okay, now we're going to move on to our next step.
All right, so our next step is actually going to be to mark our straws, because we will be placing some holes in them, and we want to know where those holes go. So if you take your straws, the best thing to do is to mark one spot kind of right in the middle. I'm just going to put a black dot there on all of my straws. So one in the middle. Miss Rochelle, you can do it along with me if you want.
All right.
And then we need to have another black dot up towards the top here where our knuckles and stuff are going to go. So I'm going to mark another dot, and that will help us know where to cut.
All right, so we're going to mark one in the middle of the straw, and
Right.
then another in the middle of that part.
Yeah, and mine is
Okay.
not that perfect, Rochelle. Is that going to be a problem?
I don't think it should be a problem, but we can test it and see what happens.
Okay, sounds good.
Excellent. Okay, so now that we have our straws marked with our little black dots, what we're going to do is we're going to get our scissors. And at this point, if you need help from your parents, please ask them for help. So, with the black dots, you're going to take your scissors and you are going to just cut a little.
Oh, like a
You're
sliver.
going to cut like a little sliver out of it,
Okay.
and then you can turn around. It is a little bit tricky to do this part. Oops, went flying. And you can see what I did here.
Oh, do you actually need a hole there? Or is that okay, Miss Rochelle?
You actually, well, that might work. Let's try it. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
All right, so what you're gonna do now is you're gonna cut all 5 of your straws and put the little hole into the straw,
Okay.
and then we'll move on to the next step.
So our next step is we are going to take our yarn and we are going to thread it all the way through our straw. And that's why we have our pipe cleaner here, kind of to help us out. So let's see if I can do this, Miss Rochelle.
I think you got this.
I don't know. This might take a special talent. Oh, it's working. It's working. Even got through the bumpy part there. What do you think? Okay.
I think maybe you should try
Use my
the
pipe cleaner?
and see.
Yeah, let's see if I can use that to help kind of push it through.
Let's see.
Ooh, it's
yeah.
working. Look
There
at
it
that.
is.
Win. For the win.
Okay,
Pipe
let
cleaner
me-
for the
let me hold
win.
it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Thanks. Teamwork.
All right, excellent.
Nice. Okay, here we go. So we have one of these, and then Mr. Rochelle, yours looks a little bit different because you cut different holes than I did.
That's correct. So I'm going to do it the same way that you did, and I'm just going to barely put it in there though. And then go ahead and push it through with the pipe cleaner
Oh,
because
that
it
worked
makes
really well.
it very, very simple.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So now what we need to do, Miss Juliet, is we need to thread all of our straws.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Excellent. Okay, Miss Juliet, we are going to do our next step now.
Okay.
And this is where we're going to use our tape.
All right.
Now, we've already pre-cut our pieces of tape.
Okay.
And so it makes it a little bit easier. But what we're going to do is where we have our holes here at the top, one in the middle and one halfway, which we did that earlier. So now at the top of the straw, so closest to our cut hole, we are going to go ahead and move our piece of yarn that we have at the top. We're going to fold it over.
Okay.
And we're going to tape it down.
Oh.
And we're just going to roll it and roll it.
Okay.
And roll it. And it's just to hold our yarn inside our straw.
So, Miss Rochelle, I have it like this. Do you think that's enough?
That's correct.
Okay.
And now you're going to take your tape.
All right.
And you're going to just roll it around.
All right. So for some of you guys who are wondering where we got this idea, Miss Rochelle and I were looking at ideas online, and we came across this one idea, this claws of straws, and we both started laughing so hard, and we thought that it would be a fun one to make. All right, so I'm not very good at this, Miss
You're
Rochelle.
doing a great job. You just keep on rolling.
Keep rolling. Okay, I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it.
Yep.
All right, doesn't have to be perfect?
No,
Okay.
it does not. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the rest of our straws.
Awesome. All right, so after we've gotten the tops taped and everything, then our next step is going to be to put it together. So you're going to need that tape that we had before, and you're going to take about 6 to 8 inches, and you'll need 2 pieces. I'm going to put that one to the side there for a second. And then as you're getting your claw together, you want to make sure that all your knuckles are facing the same direction. So you want them all up. And then the trick to this, I have another piece of tape down here, and I'm going to lay these down here and stick them in there so that keeps them facing the same direction. And Miss Rochelle, are we lining them up very tight?
Yes, we are.
Okay, because it's a hand, right?
That is correct.
A very scary claw.
A claw.
Okay, let's see about this. Hopefully this is gonna work. How's yours looking?
It's looking good.
All right.
2 more to go.
All right. Mine, I'm just trying to make sure mine are all facing this up, because that will definitely help. And there we go. All right, and then after that, I'm gonna press them down here. Then I'm gonna put the tape on top of that. And that may or may not work, let's see. And then I'm gonna wrap that tape around it some more. Oh, and I put mine in the middle, so let's see.
But however you want to do it, as long as they are stuck together, we should be good to go.
Okay, let's see how this works here.
Yeah. And if it doesn't feel sturdy, you can always just add more tape to it so it holds it in place.
Oh, that's true.
Yes. All right.
All right, so then here we go.
Our claw. Shall we test it?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
All right, so what you're going to do now is you are going to hold on where we just put the tape.
Okay.
And you are going to pull your pieces of yarn. And it should make your claw move.
Oh, all right, let's try.
That one's stuck.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, Miss Rochelle, I cut mine the other way.
Okay,
and it's not working. Look, it's not bending.
So I think we learned something here. You can't just put a slice in it. You actually have to cut a hole out of it. Mine are diamond shaped because it was easier.
Oh.
But you can see that because there's more of an open spot,
Oh.
these actually move a little bit better.
Okay.
And so I think what you can do is you can just go ahead and
it
cut
out.
a little piece of it out, and I would imagine that yours is going to work.
All right, let's see.
And
Let's
that's
see.
part of the fun of doing these little projects is we can test things out and see what works and what doesn't work.
Well, it definitely, I hope, should work better. Yours looks like it's working.
And I wonder,
Let's see.
and if you need to adjust some of the directions of the straw, you can do that too. But it is just so much fun.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
Like if I can move some of these around, they might not touch each other.
Okay.
But, boom.
So that's a fun experiment, and I am almost done. I have to, oh my goodness, something's getting me. Something is getting me. Miss Rochelle, you are too funny. All right.
All right, let's
All
see
right.
if that helps things.
It may not make it perfect, but you guys ready? On the count of 3. 1,
1,
2, 3.
Okay,
Oh, there we go.
a bit better.
It works. That finger is looking a little strange, but you know what? You know what? We learned.
And I bet that if you worked on it a little bit more, you might be able to get some of those little fingers to bend a little bit better.
And as of now, we'd like to say goodbye.
Bye guys! Thanks
Thank-
for watching.
thank-
And if you'd like to come to the library to pick up a kit for this, please do.
All right. Have a great day and visit us online at lvccld.org. Bye.
Bye.